It does. Hello. Chat. And let's move that down there. Oh, you are muted, by the way. And today we're gonna finish up the main story because I I'm really mixy. I am pretty much done with the game for now. So I just wanna go and finish the story. Maybe
I found my spine on the Deadfire lines. Tell me where, hey, hoorah, from a deerwood babe to a sailor fine. Hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Now Deadfire roots, they make good time. Tell me where, hey, hoorah, with the clear white street.
yeah, finding words, yes.
Hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Oh, there the lines where you.
What was I saying? Right. There is plenty of ocean to sail and many lands to explore, but what lies ahead of you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, you suspect there will be no return, not to the Deadfire you have come to know. You set course through the channel and into uncharted, turbulent seas. The storms of Andra's mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. No sooner does the reaver head into the turbulent waters than you catch sight of a ship speeding after you, its sails flapping violently in the winds. Someone has followed you, but it remains to be seen whether they can keep up. But for now, the storm is concerning enough. Headscarf whipping in the wind, Beardle frowns. Gods, Captain, if I'd known. If any of us had known. With a shake of the head, the mariner chuckles. Damn. Little Yuka stands at the rail. Much as I hate agreeing with Beardle, damn, there ain't no charts for what lies ahead. Perched on the rail, one hand clinging to the rigging, Juliak Longfrost laughs, lip curling over uneven teeth. You kidding? This be exactly the kind of shit I signed on for. The hand howls into the wind. A hand falls on your shoulder and you turn to see Aled. We're going now where gods would not have us tread, yet their skein guided us here, inexorable and incontrovertible. The hand's smile balances on a nice edge between comforting and disquieting. Have faith. Both hands on the wheel, Oswald stares out across the whitecaps. We're really doing this, ain't we? Setting sail into the mortar itself. Gods help us. Reva's crew is the finest in the Deadfire. You'll get us through Andra's mortar, I know it. With a faint but determined smile, Beardle nods. You all know your jobs, and you all know what's at stake. What's this but one more squall? Do your 2 stations. The cheer rises as the hands scurry about the decks. Heading into the mouth of the storm, you hear the sound of tearing canvas as the wind batters your sails. An unfavourable omen to the start of a hard voyage. You press on, in spite of all misgivings, intent on making it to the bitter end. Looming in the water directly ahead stands a pillar of Adra. It reaches up from the sea floor to pierce the sky like a god-sized finger aimed in accusation. Before you can worry about the pillar ahead, the ship jolts and the hull groans against Adra lurking unseen beneath the waves. Your ship's blackwood hull takes the beating without incident, though the pillar itself remains a threat. The choppy currents spin your ship toward a collision course. Smashing against the pillar's gargantuan trunk would make for a quick and unceremonious end to your journey. After a series of hard turns and some clever cheating of the wind, your helmsman narrowly steers the ship out of harm's way, missing the pillar entirely. No more Adra pillars are in evidence ahead, but the storm grows fiercer as you persist in challenging it. The howling wind threatens to shred your sails to ribbons, and visibility is dropping fast. What begins as an irregularity in the water current broadens as the sea churns open a maelstrom. Your ship balances on the brink of being swept down. Tide redoubles its pull, intent on drawing you closer to the inescapable hungry maw. The wind howls in fury, threatening to tear your sails to ribbons. With a sound like a whip, the dragon-winged sails catch the wind and hold fast. The whirlpool still looms ahead. The only option is to sail at full speed, breaking the whirlpool's grasp by force. Your swift maneuvering breaks the ship free of the maelstrom's deadly grasp, at the unfortunate cost of your sails, which take heavy damage from the turbulent winds. The howling of the wind builds to a constant shriek and the rain pounds your deck with relentless animosity. A wave swells ahead, monstrous enough to eclipse your vision. The prow of your ship slowly rises to meet it head-on. Even if you wanted to, you could not turn back now. Your crew masters their fear and holds fast to their posts. Against all odds, the ship crests the wave successfully. In spite of the crew's haggard state, a cheer goes up in your honor when everyone realizes they are still alive. Your ship rides the sheer slope of the wave and crashes back down, staying upright all the while. It doesn't immediately register that you have survived. While the rain continues to indignantly pelt you with water, the seas ahead look calmer than those you left behind. Your relief is short-lived. An enormous form crests the waves and bears down on the river with incredible speed. Before it can collide with your hull, it dives back into the deep. Tense minutes pass in which you wonder if it will resurface. When it doesn't make another appearance, you press on with caution. Though your visibility is low to non-existent and your heading is a mystery, you sense a glimmer of light far ahead. One shining beacon in the obscurity. Taking the wheel, you sail for Eothas. The seas are calm again. As the skies begin to clear, you make out a glowing shape on the horizon. Ukaizo. Ornate spires reach up from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Ukaizo has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding shallows, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take a skiff the rest of the way. The creature stares down at you with only a dim recognition of your presence. Water drips down the tip of its mallet-like head.
What manner of creature is this?
Stay close, Ishi. That's one heavy bird.
I'm not too proud to admit when I'm scared. Terrified, actually.
The construct turns to the sound of speech, showing only dim awareness of the meaning. It swivels its head back around to face you.
So alone. Never alone. Exokaizo reached.
A voice pours at your mind in a clumsy, unpracticed fashion. You feel something like the mental equivalent of a squint. What are you?
Where are the gates of Akaizo?
The construct rolls its gaze toward the city.
We guard the silence of Akaizo. You are a disturbance.
Bronze plates grind together with a discordant shriek. Be that as it may, I am not leaving.
Aerthas has disturbed the bones of Akaizo. The old pacts permit him to pass. But you will go no further. Akaizo is closed. The gates are barred.
A wave of heat emanates from the Guardian. Before we settle this, I want answers about Akaizo.
Our covenant with the Old Ones does not forbid questions.
The construct hesitates, its joints
The
creaking.
living were meant to forget Ukaizo. Nothing can be gained of remembering it.
Amid the general ire of the construct's thoughts, you feel a sharp jab delivered to your mind. I was under the impression that dragons love to talk. Humor me. The gates of Akaizo regard you in disgruntled, calculating silence.
We will indulge ourselves before shredding your name from the long scroll of existence. The chosen people of the Deadfire called Akaizo home.
It stares off to the distance, fixating on one of Akaizo's many
The
spires.
outsiders were their contemporaries, full of wisdom, ingenuity, and terrifying ambition.
The Inguithans, of course. Only they would create a monster and bind it to guarding their secrets.
They did not create us. They united us as one. The Old Ones and the Outsiders traded, collaborated, learned, and built together. Outsiders augured the doom of the Old Ones. The rift unmade them both.
Deep thrum of power echoes from somewhere beneath the construct's carapace. What caused the rift?
The Outsiders coveted ancient Ukaizo. Its occupation was a hindrance.
The construct cranes its head around as if following the movement of passers-by.
Machines were built on a foundation of outsider lies. When the machines were nearly done, the Outsiders constructed bodies of flesh and bone.
Stretching its neck out, the construct mimics a height greater than its own. Bodies?
Skeletons, now. Their remains littering Great Ukaizo.
What were these machines?
Ones which drew the spirits of the dead through a sieve. Finally, the Outsiders fashioned the Guardian to stand vigil over their work. Our bond with the Old Ones compelled us to trust their allies. They offered us a trade, eternal life for eternal service. We were ordered to slam shut the gates of Ukaizo for all time.
What happened when the machines went
The
active?
Outsiders vanished from the world, leaving the Old Ones dumbfounded. Quiet gave way to chaos. Storms battered the seas. The sleeping hearts of mountains awoke with fury. When the last screams of the Old Ones faded, only we remained.
So no one has been here since the devastation.
None but the green colossus whose every footstep disturbs tranquility. You are the first kith to visit the shores of Lost Ukaizo, and you will be the last. This idle chatter was a refreshing change of pace. May your journey through the wheel be an informed one.
I didn't come to fight, but if you bar the way, then I have little choice.
You chose death when you set your bearing, traveler. Prepare yourself.
Lunging forward, the construct attacks. Stop that.
Beyond seek.
Speak freely. Can't get a clean end. How do you like that?
That's it.
What can I do you for?
And do that.
Arthik, Worth, and Roth.
How about this? Man, that's just rude.
And attack that.
Come now, step into the light.
Tell me. Arthik, Worth, and Roth.
Yeah.
Right down there.
Arthik, Worth, and Roth.
Yeah. What? Guess they don't like my singing.
You were saying? Right between the eyes. Hey there.
That's not very helpful.
Sweet redemption.
Yeah.
Arthik, Worth, and Roth.
What? How about this? Smart, eh?
Get up there. Get a Shiza to do with that one.
Yeah. Lavru, be on seek.
Your orders? I've got this, Captain.
Alright.
Try this. That looks like it hurt.
Need something? Ah! Man, that's just rude.
Me and you are about to mix.
Oh? Lava beyond seek.
Way to oblige. Hit me again and I'll hit you back.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Get it there.
Can't get a clean hit. Right here. Absolutely.
Yeah? Lava beyond seek.
How about that? Man, that's just rude.
What can I do you for?
Get there.
What's on your mind, cutie?
For the wrong and new.
We're dropping like flies.
I'll teach you a lesson. Bullseye.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
I'm here. Lava beyond seek.
Yeah. How about this?
What can I do you for? Love room beyond seek.
This is futile.
You were saying?
Ashiza, strike! Show them how it's done. That's how it's done.
Alright.
Ah, it would have been rough.
Crap.
Need something? Ah! Man, that's
You were
just
saying?
rude.
you don't see every day.
This is futile. I think worse than rock.
Need something? How about this? Guess they don't
saying?
like the figure.
Right between the eyes.
Hey there. My pleasure.
Yes?
You.
Beyond seek.
Yeah. How about it? Guess they don't like the figure.
Orders? Ha! Ah!
Absolutely.
Curses.
Dang it. Dang it.
Yep. Ha! Man, that's just rude.
Freely. Ha!
Way too
Right here.
much damage to be legal.
My pleasure. And that's how it's done.
What? Guess they don't like my figure.
Freely. Ashiza, strike! Can't get a clean hit.
Mind if we stop?
Of course. Time to watch our backs.
Orders? Ashiza, strike! Ha!
Show them how it's done.
get a clean hit.
Bullseye.
Ran away.
We're not done yet. You were saying? We're hitting the water.
My pleasure. That looks like it hurt.
And run.
Right here. Absolutely. How do you like that?
Orders? For the wrong and new. Might as well be hitting the water.
Man, you guys are a problem.
What's on your mind, cutie? For the wrong and new. You see that, Ishi?
Right here. Show him how it's done.
What's on your mind, cutie? For the homeland! Can't get a clean hit.
Let's go over there.
Here. There's something you don't see every day. Try this. Gotta have something here that works.
I think I'm gonna win this fight.
You were saying? For the homeland!
I'll teach you a lesson. That looks like it hurt.
Listening. Ashiza, strike! Can't get a clean hit.
I'll be fine. Really.
Oh boy.
I'm listening. Oh, might as well be hitting the water. Bloody hell, you only miss blood in this one. Ah!
Alright, so that didn't work. I need to drop Constantine and get Adair back. Ditties. Heidies. Hide-eyes. Yeah. Pretty. Alright. Okay. And quickly. Magic ban. What do I want? I'm looking for a particular item that I apparently cannot be sold, which makes me sad. Specifically, the item that I'm looking at right now in Pillars of Eternity 2. There's no merchant that sells it. And I don't think I can get any more. No, not that. I'm not 100%ing this. This isn't a Trails game. I'm gonna go through every single one of my party members and check the inventories if they've got any in there. You've got enough. Mhm. All right. Okay. Let's try this again. All right.
Whoa.
Stay close, Ish.
I'm not.
So alone. Here, where we guard the silence of a Kaizo. A Kaizo is closed. The gate you chose.
Captain. Still got it.
Hey there. Try this.
What do you need?
Stay behind me.
Happy to oblige.
Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right here. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Just right there.
Right between the eyes.
Something I can do? Tell me. I shall deal with this one.
That's one thing.
Smart, Stony.
There's something you don't see every day.
Orders?
Something I can do?
All right.
I shall deal with this one.
Stretch, Stinky Millie. Oh.
Yeah. Get threshed.
Right here. Absolutely. And that's how it's done.
You were saying?
Yeah?
Yeah, let's keep them deactivated for the fight.
Let's hire it out!
Say your prayers.
Speak freely. I've got this, Captain.
I'll teach you a lesson.
They'll fall by me. Cannot whack them any harder.
Yes, good. Wonderful.
cutie. Ashiza, strike!
Come on!
Dang it.
No mercy!
Happy to oblige. Oh, sweet redemption.
You were saying? I've got this, Captain!
Good.
Show him how it's done. That looks like it hurt.
What do you need?
Better than that.
Stop missing, you asshole.
I'm here. No mercy!
Happy to oblige. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
What's on your mind, cutie? Ashiza, strike!
I'll teach you a lesson. Bullseye.
Let's hire it out!
What can I do you for? Ain't you got the decency to die?
I'm listening. Ha! Can't get a clean hit.
Hey there. Of course.
No.
What do you need? Something I can do?
Yeah?
Wait.
Yeah? All thick, worth and wrong. Lost the line. All thick, worth and
You were saying? For the homeland! Might as well be hitting the water.
Hey there. I'll teach you a lesson.
And
That's how it's done.
Yes?
wait. Get out of there. Get out of there. Should work.
Happy to oblige.
Good.
You were saying? For the wrong and new.
Hey there. Show them how it's done. There's something you don't see every day.
May I help? Yeah. That's not very helpful.
Lost it.
May I be a candle in the night?
What's on your mind, cutie? For the homeland! Can't get a clean hit.
Hey there. I'll teach you a lesson. That looks like it hurt.
Yes?
What's on your mind, cutie?
Yeah? My pleasure.
Something I can do? How may I help?
Happy to oblige. I like the darkness.
I'm listening.
Show them how it's done.
What do you need? Not even close.
Damn it.
Happy to oblige. I like that dog won't hunt.
You were saying? Still got it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
What do you need? Leave it to me. Yes? Yeah! This is futile!
Happy to oblige. Glory be to God!
Captain. I've got this, Captain.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Yeah?
Something I can do? Come on! Oh?
Have that.
Happy to oblige. I like the darkness.
Your orders?
right here. Show him how it's done.
Let's hire it out!
Yeah.
Here, let's try this.
All thick, worthen raws.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Right here. How do you like that? That's how it's done.
Okay, it does flip on you.
Something I can do?
Again. That thing.
Yeah. All thick, worthen raws.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Yeah?
Wonderful.
You were saying?
Alrighty. Alright, that's one problem removed.
I'm here.
That will do.
Happy to oblige. Lavru, be on seek.
How do you like that? There's something you don't see every day.
Yeah?
Immobilized. Perfect.
Not even close.
Speak freely.
Tell me.
Lava beyond seek. I cannot find this spell speak.
Dang it.
Lavru, be on seek.
Of course.
better than that. Yeah?
Your orders?
I'm here. Lava beyond seek.
He never withers on the vine. Sweet redemption. What can I do you for? Lava beyond.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Something we can do.
You were saying? I've got this, Captain.
There's a one.
Yes.
I shall. Worth and rock. You won't show him the wind feather yet.
Smart stoning. Happy to oblige.
Yeah, everything is going well. Yay.
My pleasure. Bullseye.
Good. I'm glad. This is going good.
Yeah? I hope nobody saw that.
Except the fact that Adair can't hit the broadside of a freaking bomb.
Yeah.
How do you miss something that's like
All thick words
taller
and
than God?
Right here. Try this.
What do you need?
Yay. Try that.
Worth and rock.
Yeah.
I am
All
so
thick
glad
words and raw.
I'm listening.
that Squirrel is my girlfriend.
Hey there. That looks like it hurt.
Never you mind that, miss. I'll
Dang
land
it.
the next one.
Yeah,
That's not very helpful.
my favorite. Victor.
Yeah.
Give me a real challenge.
Uh-huh.
Squirrel is my favorite. Daybreak 2 is pretty cool so far. We're about to finish the game.
It's even scarier than in my dreams.
Consider it done.
A furious storm obscures the sprawling city below, but you can make out the shape of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. The spirit winds tug on your soul with insistence, like a stern hand trying to pull a cloak from your back. You recall the last time you encountered a bivouac. It feels a lifetime ago. So, here we are. Got a lot of atmosphere there. Yep. Yeah. How are you liking Daybreak 2 so far? Seeing some familiar faces? You look to those who accompanied you this far, who risked everything to face the confrontation ahead. How are you feeling about all of this, Ada? Adair's gaze wanders along the glinting archways and half-collapsed spires, his mouth agape.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world.
Much prettier than Sun and Shadow.
Yeah. Seems they had a whole different way of looking at things. I'd say I like this one better, but the truth is, neither one seems any closer to me. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
Yeah, problems are Kith problems. Both civilizations, different as they were, agreed something had to be done.
Now here we are, with Aethys trying to undo the whole thing. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods.
He shakes his head.
What a mess.
You're looking thoughtful, Aloth. Aloth looks out at the sprawling ancient city.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls in Sun and Shadow.
He pauses, considering the vista.
But the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora.
He turns to you. Curiosity shines in his eyes, but there's something else there. Pity. What do you think I should do?
And to think of all the times I've asked you the same question.
He takes a deep breath, thinking.
I suppose if it were up to me, I'd want to ensure that Kith are free to define their own future. To triumph or fail by our own decisions.
He looks over the ancient, broken
But
city.
it isn't up to me.
He pauses, looking back
I
at
know
you.
you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens, it's been an honor journeying with you. Again.
He puts his hands on your shoulders, meeting your gaze with a fond smile. Turns back to regard the great city before you. Something on your mind,
You
Shoti?
gonna do this or what?
Shoti looks her chapped lips, dark gaze narrowing as she takes in the sight of this ancient city's ruins. Raised high, her lantern casts hard shadows over the planes of her face.
We've made it this far, yet we're still alive. Might as well square off with my god before our luck runs dry.
Yes, indeed it was. No matter what happens with Aethys, you've got my back, right? She doesn't answer for so long that you think she's not going to. Then she taps her blood-stained sickle against her thigh.
Sure do. If Gon wants you dead, I figure he can do it himself. Besides, the part of him that's been stomping through the Deadfire didn't much help me at Malgren's teeth.
She ruffles a shaky hand through her hair.
Tell me, Watcher, can there be a god of light and birth if souls themselves can no longer be reborn?
He He cut off. An hour. She points her lantern toward the shadowed ruins in the distance, Ukaizo's broken bones. Think we can reason with him?
It didn't work so good at Mogren's teeth, now. But sure, we can try to sway my god's will again. Well, if anyone could do it, I reckon it'd be you. I thought it'd be different how it turned out, but I couldn't dream of any other way.
Shoti sets her jaw, grim.
Now then, shall we go face my god for one last time? Find out what it is we can or can't do in these end times. Whether we're meant to wither or thrive.
Yep, let's go.
Consider me your second shadow.
Shoti thumbs the copper cage of her lantern, a subconscious attempt to reassure herself. Maya, any thoughts?
So, here we stand on Lost Ukaizo.
Maya shoves her hands into her pockets, sighing. She glances around, wearing an unreadable expression. You expected more?
My parents gave me an earful about horizon-spanning beaches and towers reaching beyond the stars.
Maya snorts, shaking her
All I
head.
can see is good folk tussling over a wasteland.
Time to confront Aethys, hopefully for the last time. You know what you're doing?
It's humbling just to stand here. Look what we
No time
accomplished.
to waste then. I'm about as ready to confront a god as I'll ever be.
Maya smiles, but there's a lining of unease about it.
Doing good work here. Setting foot on Ukaizo is a statement that no one can ignore. You should be proud. Captain,
She furrows her brow, searching for the right
I
words.
don't know what's gonna happen to us, but I want you to know that I'm not scared, and I'm glad you're here with me.
She grabs hold of your hand and squeezes hard. We can get through this, Maya.
I know we can, Captain. We're good like that. Go give the green boy a piece of your mind.
Maya folds her arms and looks out on the city. She reaches down and pets Ishiza when he nuzzles her leg, but says nothing more. I think we're as ready as we can be. Let's go.
I got this.
Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revolutions, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of the storm which has cordoned off Andres Mortar from the rest of Eora for thousands of years. You see an antiquated control panel, its levers engaged in positions of activation. Deep percussion shakes the tower by its roots. Somewhere in the obscurity of the storm, Aethys rears back his fist to deliver a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers its elegant glass tubes and engraved copper levers, which appear both intact and fully functional. You grip the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting position. The vibration of machinery gradually slows and the turbulent winds grow calm.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andres Mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell. The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
What will come after this?
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Aora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid night inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the Wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was in trusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Aora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
Yes. 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 Should Aethys leave this decision solely to Kith?
You have misgivings. Good. You should be wary of any help Aethys might offer you. With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
How can we trust you to lead us after this?
You cannot trust us, and you never should have. Only the Kith may save themselves.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Aethys drags them. Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Aethys' actions. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Thanks for that. Whitaker's been dripping pessimism in my ear like poison.
Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life. End reincarnation. End death. Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
True change, lasting change, demands sacrifice. The coming days will be hard, but will be the better for it.
Take care that you do not sacrifice all, Watcher. Only what you must. The things you stand to lose, lives, institutions, beliefs, you may lose for good. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to banish it to Braith Aemon. You gave him the justice you believed he deserved. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
The gods depart one by one in brooding silence. A solitary figure remains perfectly still until the last of her colleagues is out of earshot. Wotica peers down at you, a triumphant grin splitting her weathered features.
Bareth is a fool if she thinks I'll let her enjoy the last word. You are trusted with a heavy responsibility, Watcher. Speaking for mortals, and representing their interests in the future to come.
Indeed. Did my choices teach you anything about us?
Instead of working with mortals, you came this far on your own. You rejected compromise, idealism, and the solutions of others. My every suspicion is confirmed. Society needs us. Eora searches for its queen and finds only an empty throne. I won't disappoint my subjects for long. Before we part, what compelled you to reject every dissenting voice and go your own way?
It was nothing personal. I just want... trading companies and the Huana were all as petty and disagreeable as the rest of you.
Consider my curiosity appeased. For now, in our grandest plans, you are a singularly unpredictable variable. Whether you heeded my wisdom or not, everything you've done to get this far has informed our view of mortal kind. I hope you're satisfied with your performance. We've learned much from each other.
Did I make a difference? Are mortals ready to their own destiny?
The trading companies, the locals, and even the pirates had desperate, half-cocked plans to counter this threat. You denied them all, rightfully judging mortals as ill-equipped to claim their destiny. I couldn't agree more. When at last I claim my place of leadership among you, the only challenge will be convincing the others to go along with my revised plan of Eora. Eothas will no doubt have a sunnier outlook on mortals and their chances of success. He already has everything he wants, so go and listen to his empty-headed idealism. The rest of us will be sharpening our blades, preparing for the future he lays out for us.
Consciousness returns in a wave as the last of the machine's energy dissipates. The calming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you like sand wiped from a mosaic. You see the distant outline of Aethys raising his fist in triumphant purpose.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys has ended the world.
Edirge takes a long draw from his pipe and nods as he stares at the Colossus in the distance.
It seems we're all still here.
Eoth glances around, rubbing his head gingerly.
If all your missions involve this many head wounds, then I volunteer to set the next one out.
Maya rubs the back of her head and winces. Ishiza lets out a pained squawk.
God's darnation. My head.
Jyoti presses a palm to her brow as she struggles to her feet. Peering over the edge of the tower, you make out a distant shape amid the ruins below. A ragged ship has settled offshore where its lists at a drunken angle, the flag of the Principe drooping from the tilted mast. The empty deck tells that the surviving crew have long since boarded a skiff and rowed to shore, which means you are no longer alone on Okezo. If there ever was a place for a final standoff, it's Ukaizo. And it's a button.
So now it comes to this, Aimika.
Tugging on the frilled cuffs of his sleeves, Captain Ferrante strolls confidently forward. With a flick of his hand, he signals to the posse of well-armed pirates behind him.
You think to steal my golden dream, but I will not allow it to happen.
He embellishes an aristocratic bow as he draws arms against
My
you.
gratitude is yours for disabling the storms. It seems I did not require Rivan's ship to reach Ukaizo in the end.
Don't make me hurt you. Walk away while you still can.
You jest in the face of your death, huh? Allow me to admit how grandly I will enjoy ending you. Until the next life? Nor perhaps not, considering. Yes?
Try this.
Hey.
That's right.
Very good.
Yahoo!
Omega! Hello, Raiders! How we doing? How's Tales of Xillia?
There's a walloping.
Got rid of that problem.
Your orders?
you got the decency to
Halfway
die?
through the story. Nice.
Yes?
Worse than rough.
Mm-hmm. Lava will be on seek.
Yeah, welcome, raiders. If you're new here, I am Darkroof40, Demon Butler VTuber guy. I play a lot of games. I'm gonna finish this one today. It's not 100% finished, but I want to get to the end credits.
Can't get a clean hit.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. How do you like that? I'll just have to try something else.
Yeah, but now we're playing some Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We're in the final area.
Mm-hmm. There's a better way to handle this.
Oops.
Watch and learn.
Make all
Sure.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to go over there. And we're gonna talk to
into the
a
ancient,
god.
winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the god's great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms. An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries. The pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous, rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
Let's talk to a god, shall we?
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also Kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
Gone, please, I'm begging you. What do I do following this? How am I to best serve those still living, to improve our future chances of survival?
The Deadfire and the Eastern Reach are full of animancers, women and men with brilliant minds who can solve this great problem. They will also need people with brilliant souls, like you, Shodi. People who can tend to the spiritual needs of the world in a time of fear and desperation. Remember, the flame you bear is not only light, but warmth. Provide comfort to all who need it.
Aeloth shakes his head, looking up at Aethys.
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even knowing what will come next?
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals, responsible for our own actions. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility. It is a burden I have carried for far too long. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power.
Rawatai gave everything they had to reach this place. In the end, they fell short of hitting the mark.
Ashamed, Maya winces and fights to hold Aethys's penetrating gaze.
Only you can answer that question, Maya. Rawatai has persevered through great adversity. The storms that ravaged your homeland have ended. But that in itself may present new challenges for your people. It is my hope that after I am gone, Rawatai will work together with its rivals to create a new world, instead of fighting over the ruins of the old. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
After you have gone, gods will go to war with each other and with mortals, unless they have a strong leader.
And you believe I should give my strength to one of them? I am certain Woodica has convinced you of this course. Why do you believe I should give this power, which we have used so irresponsibly for so long, to any of them?
They are irresponsible because there is not one of you with the authority and power to bring the others in line.
It is true. We created ourselves as equals, even if Woodica did create a story about her past to elevate her own glory. You have convinced me, Watcher. The gods do need a strong leader. I will ensure they have one after I am gone. Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Eora, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes.
Go on.
You followed me all this way, dodging an armada, navigating an impenetrable wall of storms, voyaging across uncharted seas, besting a guardian who existed to bar your trespass, with the machinations of gods echoing in your ears. And you did so on your own. That is no small achievement.
Yeah.
Kith across Eora will hear the tale of it, and look to you with awe. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters agree. I had hoped your actions would set an example for the future, demonstrating the resilience and ingenuity of mortals when they work together. Coming to Ukaizo unencumbered by alliances proves a different point than the one I intended. But it is a valuable one all the same. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
Mortals couldn't work through their petty differences. I didn't have time to wait for them to see reason.
I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me. But for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers and sisters shared this goal. Some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy. It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. You shirked the aid of others and came this far alone. But I think you'll find that the future is built on trust, cooperation, and understanding among Kith.
Thanks for the lesson. What happens next?
I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer.
Posture check. Thank you.
You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
So no sooner have Aethys's words entered your mind than you hear one final dissonant ring of the chime within you, then silence. The knot that formed when the Pallid Knight first addressed you in the beyond is now gone.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fists back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Audra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Audra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted. The machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Audra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys' arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes. As Aethys' shout echoes throughout the valley, your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade.
And there we go. What happens next?
As Aethys' voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys. Aethys channels his essence into Bareth, empowering the god of doors, cycles, and life and death beyond all other gods. Bareth vows to maintain peace and order in the here and the beyond, while Kith labor toward a solution. The other gods, for the time being, submit. Under Bareth's guidance, the world becomes a more predictable, stable place. Seasons fall into a disturbingly regular rhythm, and wars, famines, and natural disasters dwindle. But so too do surges of prosperity and innovation. Great minds around the world work methodically towards salvation, both unhindered and uninspired by changes, upheavals, and the unexpected. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes more than ever. Some say your intervention prevented Aethys from a far worse act of destruction. Many believe you will be the salvation of Eora. With each day, your legend grows, as does the chaos in Deadfire.
Of course.
Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rawatayans vie for control of the unprotected island. The Rawatayans rely on their cannons, and the Huana call forth massive waves and beasts of the deep to sink their foes. And while they chip away at one another, the Valians and the Principi pursue their own ends with increasing abandon. Emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mines luminous Audra at a startling pace. Huana villages are left at the mercy of unscrupulous speculators, and resource-rich islands are swarmed and stripped. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping ever greater quantities of supplies and luminous Audra to and from the archipelago. This attracts the attention of the Principi, who target these ships with increasing aggression. The promise of fat prizes draws even more pirates to their ranks. The Rawatayans, as well as the Huana, are too busy to stop them. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other.
They didn't die.
By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back. As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. With the major powers at one another's throats, Neketaka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees into the city, where violence is commonplace. Ukaizo remains the coveted prize, and Neketaka fades into an afterthought. The Kahanga leadership takes responsibility for the welfare of the Raparu, and the Gullet starts to improve. What was once a den of crime, poverty, and illness slowly becomes a quiet haven for the Raparu. With Skiarilifus's essence still empowering the Water Shapers Guild, the practice of water shaping grows and flourishes in Neketaka, and its practitioners rise in prestige. They install conveyors in the falls that run through the city and craft sculptures for every street and plaza. Thus, the Water Shapers Guild becomes a power in its own right in the city of Neketaka. Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. He comes to recognize his nightmares and the scene at Hisongo as Aethys's final warning to his people. Unite in strength and faith, or perish forever. As word of Aethys's deeds at Ukaizo spreads, his fellow Dawnstars take this message to heart. As Aethys pours his essence into Bareth, so too do the children of the Dawnstars pour their faith into the god of doors and cycles, life and death. Some pray for guidance and order. Others take it upon themselves to enforce it. They sharpen their scythes and sickles to defend the peace they have been granted. They failed Aethys before. They will not fail Bareth now. Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village. The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Neketaka, while others seek out the Wahaki. The dragon, Neraskirlas, no longer passes between Aora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Under Halfjorn's guidance, the Harbingers of Dusk resettle within Remergon's temple, vowing to forever protect it from the defiling touch of outsiders. Over time, the group becomes increasingly reclusive and fanatical, attacking any who dare approach their holy site. In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions. Word spreads of the primal island of Kazuwari, once home to an arena that hosted bloody competitions and fearsome ordeals. Wild tales whispered that the spilled blood attracted a terrible beast of scale and fang that slaughtered those gathered at the island before destroying the great enchanted statue that oversaw the island's trials. Absent its guiding voice, Kazuwari descends into anarchy. vast monstrosity of tentacles and flesh erupts from the Black Isles in the eastern Deadfire, before vanishing into the depths. None know what drives the titanic beast, nor where it will appear next, or what destruction it might wreak when it rises. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hisango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Elava. Although Byrne regrets not having joined the army of Aethys, he accepts that he tried to go about it the wrong way. Likewise, he comes to idolize his new uncle, who has truly marched in the lighted path. Together they set about bolstering Aethys' following in Deadfire, and prepare for the greater conflict Adair believes is soon to come. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship.
Yay.
Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawn Stars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Neketaka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her.
Look at that.
She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you."
Alright, we'll wait for the ads to finish and then we'll continue on. Yeah, we're almost done. Alright, and we're back from the ads. Now.
Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world. You let Rimaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and the Republics. For the remainder of your time together, Seraphon seems, if not exactly happy, at least contented with the outcome of your confrontation with his former mentor at Sayuka. When he leaves, he does so with little fanfare. Nothing but a roughly scrawled note slipped under your door. Be seeing you, Cap. You hear of Seraphon from time to time, in rumors and sea tales. He prowls the Deadfire, a brutally efficient killer, never long for any ship and never close to any crew. The Valian Trading Company is initially furious when they learn that Pallegina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Pallegina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized company to seize a number of valuable assets from their competitors. Though Pallegina is not rewarded for her actions, nor is she punished, the Dukes and Songreta agree to forget her support of the Watcher. She is quietly reassigned to duty in the Valian Republics, an order she gladly obeys. Pallegina renews her relationship with Giacomo, corresponding with him regularly, and even meeting with the old Animancer once or twice a year. Though she does not understand the intricate details of his research, she reads his letters and responds with great enthusiasm. Her brothers, and even the Dukes themselves, note that Pallegina's demeanor is always warmer on the days when she receives a letter. Rumors even spread that some of the brothers have seen her smile. Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. Though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. There's never enough free time to explore your mutual connection. Something about your bond feels unfinished. But as your paths diverge, you start running out of reasons to see each other. In your presence, she's always armed with a pleasant smile and lots of questions. Her embrace is full of warmth. If there isn't time now, someday there might be. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Tiki bids you farewell, suggesting that you seek your next adventure in a brothel or tavern, where consequences begin and end at the front door. He sounds eager to leave old conflicts in the past. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
And that's it. Is that it? Yep. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Yay. All done. No more Pillars of Eternity 2, my friends. We're all finished. Yay. But I know that if I started a new game, I would get bonuses based on my achievements. Hehe. It was went so a 10. No. But we are all finished. Which means that next week we're going to be starting Dragon's Dogma 2, which was voted for in the Discord as one of the games that I would be playing. Well, it depends on which church. Yeah. I just want to see what... the subsequent playthrough benefits are. Pillars of Eternity 3 is technically called Avowed. Still wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be legal. Yeah, that was fun. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't do. And some of the things are limited to a single playthrough. Now the Forgotten Sanctum DLC, which is the hardest one. Beast of Winter was good. Forgotten Sanctum was hard. And now we go through all these. Yay! Credits. Let's fast forward now. There we go. I just want to check something. Ah, Barath's blessings. Skip the intro real quick. Where can I...
An aged dwarf shares this. You can.
Skip. Alright. I'll have to look at that in my own time. I don't know when there's trigger. Okay, but we are done for now. I will be back on later tonight with Edge of Eternity. Next week we'll be starting Dragon's Dogma 2. Let's go raid. Awesome. There he is. Let's go raid. Alright. Gonna raid a friend who is cool. Yeah. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate you all hanging out and stuff. For the end of Pillars of Eternity 2. Yeah, and next week we'll be starting Dragon's Dogma 2. Alrighty. Yeah, so tonight is Edge of Eternity. And yeah, alright. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.